Hello, everybody, and welcome to Quick Looks with the Casual Hour. My name is Bobby. Joining me today for this one is Chase Kinnicky, the gamer on the go, and we are bound for the rail. Chase.
Okay. What?
I am gonna put you in ropes, twiddle my mustache, and watch as the trains come and crash into you in Railbound today. I'm that type of guy. I'm an evil man.
Well, that I've always known.
Hey, this is a game that kind of popped up out of nowhere, and then I got a surprise demo announcement for it. This is a game that we talked briefly about, but what can you tell me about Railbound?
Railbound, from what I have been able to gather, is a game from Afterburn, who are the makers of a game called Bento, which I have not played, but looks really cool about building bento boxes.
Oh, cool.
A puzzle game about building bento boxes. And also the developer of Golf Peaks, which is one of the best iOS games good game you can play. It is so good. It is so good, and the thing I love about Golf Peaks probably the most is how much they've continued to support it after its release. So seeing a new game from them with this Railbound demo that we're playing, I'm pretty jazzed. It is just a demo. I don't believe it has a release date. It says arriving soon on Steam, but doesn't give an actual date. And being a demo, obviously this is free. And you're playing this on PC. I don't think it's coming, or I don't think it's it doesn't have on its site or anything like that any of the platforms that it mentions, but
yeah, I would
imagine. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is some clear touch control shit.
Absolutely.
Probably.
Hey, if you like quick looks, if you like video games, if you like hot takes on pizza rolls and bagel bites, like and subscribe to our channel. We stream on Twitch. We post quick looks on YouTube. We're a good time. We would love to have you around. So please make yourself cozy. Chase, this is a really very impressive demo. I've played through a little bit. You can see here, as far as the demo goes, you've got 2 stages, and they do introduce some nice mechanics. And I'm not going to play through everything with you all because I think that's kind of defeats the purpose of a puzzle game. But we're going to bounce around. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I like so far. They do call out here at the end, and we'll talk more about it. But there is an endless loop version that you can just keep building out tracks that you want to, if you want to wet your beak a bit until the game comes out. But let's start with the first level here and just go over the mechanics. Very straightforward. You are building tracks to get the cars of the train where they need to go. And once you've kind of built, you go down here to hit play. The one thing I did not show off, in the bottom left corner, you can see that you have a limited amount of tracks. So we have 3 pieces to use. If I place one and I want to get rid of it on PC, I can just right click and undo it. You can also hold that and it gives you this nice visual, hey, you're deleting shit. You have an undo, which is Z, and you can restart the entirety of the mission by pressing R. But all we're going to do now, and then hit spacebar, you get a slick little animation and you're off to the next level.
That is something that's always impressed me about Golf Peaks, and I guess looking at the screenshots of Bento. I love this studio's. It's just incredibly bright and expressive.
Yeah, man, it's one of those things that, we were talking just about like the complexity of like everything that we got going on in life, in and outside of this, and it's nice to have something that lets you just kind of unwind and be in a really pleasant place. And I've been playing this demo in the mornings and the evenings since it's downloaded, and I've just had a great time like unwinding with it. It's a very pleasant experience. Very pleasant experience. So we need to pick up our tracks here.
Yeah, so you're building, you're deleting. That makes sense. That car has a 1 on it. I'm guessing you're going to get to a point where you have to put cars in order. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So some of the things that I'm showing you right now: 1, laying track; 2, picking up pieces. That's another core mechanic. And the third one that we'll show off here is this piece, which I did not mean to grab like I did. So let me restart this. It's telling you just to press it once. So when you do that, you can change the direction that you're going. So that's, and also it's worth noting that sometimes you're going to see track that's already established, and they're usually this darker brown color, where yours is this lighter kind of reddish brown. So
you can't delete those. That makes sense. Okay.
And then that goes through, and you move on. So they do a really great job of introducing you into what this is, and I think that's really cool how they're going about it. So we're going to take this down here. That should be a smooth up and around. You get how they're piecing this together for sure.
Yeah.
And here is the elusive car 2. Okay. So now you want to just bring that over, and when you trigger this, they both go at the same time, so that will be something later in the game.
There's going to be an element of timing to this and trying to make one take a longer loop around. Okay.
And you can see that, like, if I didn't do this here, it's just be
crash them.
Absolutely. So then now it's very satisfying to go and do. So
okay.
I will say that I think people might be, this is too easy, and things start to seemingly like fall into place. What I wanted to call out is I've played through this here. This is a tutorial. This is an introduction, but you get into these the pieces that look more like tickets up there. The A's and the B's. Those are bonus levels. So when you got to this point, you could progress over to this next section. But you're going to see more bonus missions that get thrown in there, which are a little bit more head scratchy than the other ones. So let me grab one of later.
Yeah, fuck me up. Fuck me up. Let's see what we got.
So as you can see, you've got arrows on top of your carts as well. And these are going to be going in different directions, so you need to loop them around and bring them into it. So knowing that you have limited pieces of track and that you have carts here, you want to make sure that I could easily just say, like, okay, 2 will come down here and go around, but that timing aspect comes into it. Oops, did not mean to do that. I hit the wrong key. Sorry about that. We'll come around.
I think you got it, that
will come down like this. Whoops.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just building. Just having a good time building.
All right.
We need him to come down.
There you go. Now you got it.
Oops.
Oh, I think you want to go.
I know what to do here. I've beat it.
Okay. Can I offer just a slight?
I know it drives you crazy. You have to backseat drive. Go for it. Do your worst, Chase. What would you like me to do?
You had it. Like, do everything you did, but you gotta have one more space in the top right, because you can't have that space in front of the 2 go forward. You have to have that go to the right. So bend it all the way around and then go one more space. There you go.
Correct.
So you had it. You just there you go.
I know I had it. I've beaten it, as I showed you very clearly.
I trust that you've beaten it. So okay. I'm sorry. That was just for the audience to see how you would do it incorrectly before you did it correct. I get it. Okay. It was just an example for you. I get it.
Yes. So then you're going to get into places.
Sorry, I'm such a dick today.
Yes, it's today. That's funny.
Wow, that's fair.
Fair. Let's see here. We want 1 to come up first. We want 3 to go last. Let me actually restart this one. 1's going to go up. I could just go straight. We're going to do that here. So bring it over.
I'm not going to say a word.
We're going to bring 2 down and around. So that would be there. There we go.
Nice. Well done.
Nice little curvature that you get. So that's going to be what we just showed there is probably like the most that you'd have to put together all elements of what you learn in the first section. You bounce over to the new one, and I have not completed this one all the way through, but one of the things they're going to introduce are tunnels.
I see. Because I was going to say, if Golf Peaks has taught me anything, it's that they are very aware of how to take an idea and continue to build on it in each stage. So seeing, okay, now we're not just doing tracks, we're doing caves.
Yes.
And I imagine we're going to eventually get to a point where there are probably more different types of tiles you can place and delete. Maybe not in this demo, but
I haven't seen that
seems very
quite
much
yet.
like their MO.
But yeah, I think that you're going to start to get, like, I don't think that they're going to do it just based off of what I've seen here. So like when you hit the space bar, and you can see in the bottom right now that it's flashing stop, there's no interactivity. So I don't think it could, but it's not going to get to the point where you're like actually conducting and like moving switches on tracks to route things in a time fashion. Like
I don't think that'll happen, but I could definitely see maybe something in the game being more automatic. Like this thing switches from the left and to the right based on like some beat system. And you have to
you have to go through and get that lined up for sure.
That'll work. There you go.
That's the way to do that. I do love the tunnel design. It's so simple, but just like how well they execute that, I think is really, really well done.
There's a bit of a bridge constructor vibe to this.
Totally. I just love the look. I like the color palette change a whole lot, and that's not out of character for them, especially, you mentioned Golf Peaks a few times. It's just a very well done. Here, the one thing that I didn't like immediately catch on to, just as I was looking at the right pieces.
The colors of the caves.
Yeah, a little bit different there. So, we know that got 5 pieces. We know that one of these needs to branch over to that. I need to get this. I'll come through there. And that should get us going.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice.
Boom. So yeah, Railbound, I'm not going to solve all of these, but I think that that's a pretty good, especially for it being such a short demo. I'd hate to like show everything off and what this is. But it's a really cool game. It's got a ton of promise, and you can wishlist this right now. They have a few things going on. You've got a Discord that you can join. You can follow along on Twitter. I think that's where I saw the demo update come through. So they're really active on Twitter as well. There is a feedback option that you can give them on things that maybe you like, didn't like, want to see more of. Settings on it are pretty straightforward as far as quality on PC goes. You can clear the save and start over, but they're promising 100 plus puzzles and bonus stages, brand new worlds to explore, new gameplay mechanics, but then down here
and more.
Bobby,
can I see this? Can I see this open-ended level just before we go?
I have not gotten to it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't beaten. I am close to getting there.
Okay, we'll leave that for the audience then.
Yeah. I just had two more levels that are complete to get to that bonus kind of open-ended, just keep building shit out. But Railbound has a ton of promise. I think I will be picking this up for sure. As you mentioned, Chase, they've put stuff out on mobile before. I could see this being a really great fit on mobile. I could also, something like a Steam Deck or a Switch.
Golf Peaks is on the Switch, so I would imagine this eventually probably comes to that too. But yeah, this is I like the stuff they do. In fact, I didn't know about Invento. I'm probably going to download Invento right now to tide me over until Railbound comes out. It seems like it. Yeah, it's on. Let me see. Invento Switch, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Android, Windows, iOS. Yeah, I'll be grabbing Invento and then waiting patiently for Railbound, which, according to the screen, says later this year.
Yeah, I mean, this demo's pretty damn solid. I haven't had any mechanical hiccups on it, and not to like diminish the development cycle of things, but a lot of these are just color changes versus like completely new assets that are coming over into it. So I think once you get that piece done, you can move through the development cycle a little bit faster. What the fuck do I know though? So I'm excited to see if this does drop this year. I will be playing the shit out of it. Railbound demo available today on PC. Go check it out. And as Chase mentioned, you can find some of their other games on pretty much everything. So please do so. If you've enjoyed this quick look, like, subscribe, as I mentioned earlier. We stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch at 10:30 p.m. Central. We record our live podcast every Wednesday night. We post that every Friday morning. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can check us out there. Chase, thank you so much for checking out Railbound with me today, and we will be talking to you all very soon.